Hello again. Right, so I've just taken delivery of this big parcel. So let's open the box up. Oh, my light has failed, so I'm going to have to get a new one. So the light is a bit strange at the moment. So what have we got here? If I can find my way in. Now, a few months back, you may remember that I showed Elvis on Record Volume 1 by Paul Alner. That fantastic look at Elvis's UK RCA releases, and that ended of course in 1965. And here is volume 2. Great looking cover. So this continues the story from 1966 to 1981. Now, anyone seriously collecting Elvis's RCA UK releases, I can't recommend these books highly enough. So this is limited to 175 copies. This is number 4. Paul signed it. So let's see. 656 pages, and no doubt as thorough, well researched as volume 1. I'm fascinated by these test pressings. Never actually seen one. I may get one day just to have an example. So yet again, the chronological story, of course, is illustrated with newspaper articles about Elvis's new releases, and then Paul illustrates every possible variation. So this is just the single Polk Salad Annie CC Rider, all the possible label variations that you're going to come across collecting UK. Very rare and hard to find. I've got a thing about your baby UK pressing. I don't have one. Who would have thought that Elvis 40 Greatest Hits on the arcade label would have so many variations? But it is an album that's sold in vast quantities, so there would have been many pressings of it. Let's look. Okay, of course includes Camdens and Internationals. Okay, so the repressing of Gold Records Volume 2 with a unique cover to the UK. Elvis's name doesn't appear on the front cover anywhere. And then all of the label variations. As with Volume 1, it's a remarkable thing, the amount of hours that must have been spent just looking through records and spotting the variations. It is a mind-blowing feat. So I shall be spending some time going through this, identifying just what I've got and any sort of major variations that I think I need. So we even have some made in Canada. It is one of the quirks that you will find UK sleeves with foreign pressings inside, or sometimes foreign sleeves with UK pressings inside. Well, there we have differences in the small text on the back cover. Elvis sings hits from the movies. Who fancies collecting every possible variation? It will probably drive you around the bend. The Raised on Rock album. Again, finding a UK pressing of this one isn't easy. They are out there, but you'll have to pay for them. Okay. A Legendary Performer Volume 1. If you talk in your sleep. Oh, that's interesting. Some of the advertising. I'll be interested to see those. See what I remember from the newspapers and magazines. My Boy, and there we have a test pressing, plain white label. The My Boy insert, which I do have a copy of. I bought it from a good source, so hopefully it's correct. Promised Land album, a favourite of mine. The first album I bought with my own money on the day of release, and that day of course was the 8th of January, Elvis's birthday, when it first came out. We even have the indispensable Having Fun on Stage, which I only have one copy of, and I'm not looking to add another. So there's I'm going to have great fun going through this. Oh, I remember that advert. I absolutely remember that. My Way, America. Let's see what the last release is. Okay, well, something I've never seen. RCA 50 years in the United Kingdom. It's obviously going to be a compilation, but including Elvis. I've not looked out for that, so do I need it? Okay. The Camden compilations. So if you bought volume 1, I expect you're going to be buying volume 2. I don't know if Paul has any of volume 1 left. He did the last time I heard, but that was a while back. I always say the best Christmas present is the one you buy yourself. So I would treat myself if I were you. I think it's the only reference you're ever going to need, these 2 volumes. Somebody did say to me that this information is available online, which might well be true, but there's nothing like holding a book in your hands. And you don't need to be online, and it's all here to look up. I love books. I have far too many in my house, but that's a strange headline. Sickly Elvis, a massive hit. And they're talking about Don't Cry Daddy. Strange way of putting it. I find this fascinating. Test pressing of Speedway. You do see these turn up for sale now and then. I've avoided trying to buy one, but they do look very interesting. Gold Records Volume 4. So as expected, Paul's done it again. Fantastic Volume 2. So highly recommended. If you have any great interest in Elvis's UK output, buy it. Thanks to Paul for sending me number 4. It means now I've got to make room on the shelf next to volume 1.